Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a bench press day, but let's get right into it. Adjusting my work, trying to make sure that I'm getting thicker. And I think it's funny, people will chime in and it's like, why do you do all this rep work and hypertrophy work? And it's like, I have made dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of videos explaining that hypertrophy raises our strength ceiling. It's what determines our maximum potential. So I am literally practicing what I've been preaching for years. So that's exactly why I'm doing it. I am doing exactly what I tell you guys to do. So that is why I'm doing it. The benching is tough right now in this heat. And again, if anything, it's like I feel like I'm getting leaner. I'm trying to force down carbs, but I don't want to add fat into my diet because I don't want to gain body fat. I'm getting to where I'm not even counting anymore. I'm just trying to get over 4,000 calories of just carbs. I feel like I'm losing body fat still. So it might be the name of the game. That might be what ends up happening. We might have a situation where I'm just going to get leaner, focus on body composition, and then finally, when it cools off, the gains will pile up on the maxes. I'm about to start doing more squatting again. I know that I need to. I don't like squatting, but we'll discuss that tomorrow. We'll discuss that tomorrow for the lower body. So for the upper, again, let's double down on the hypertrophy. Look, I need more chest and more tricep. Just trying to hammer my triceps isn't going to cut it. So I decided to add dumbbells in today. I'm running into a little problem figuring out how to get set up for my supersets. So I think what I probably need to do, because I decided to do seal rows today, and I ended up doing them after my dumbbell presses. So I think what I'm probably going to do is do my flat benching and then superset it with seal rows, right? And then alternate the dumbbells a little bit. Fortunately, I have the bigger dumbbell handles also, so I can actually load 3 different dumbbells if I need to make that work. So that's probably doable, right? I have those big, massive Titan ones. I have all 3 types. So for the flat benching, I'm kind of doing what I said I was going to do. I'm taking the reps up pretty high. I'm doing a lot of rep work. And the thing is, because I do the heavy work first, I'm doing a heavy 5 rep set of pause benching. I am hitting those upper threshold fibers, getting them primed for the rep work, okay? Again, it also will bias me slightly towards myofibrillar growth. Plus, keep in mind, we're not doing crazy high reps over 20. So I'm doing 12s on the flat benching. I might need to take the reps a hair higher on the rowing. But then again, I'm getting good results doing 10s. So, it's fine. But I'm trying to pause bench that 225 and just bring the volume up. But I'm up to where I'm getting 12s now, so I might take it up a hair so I can keep it closer to 10 instead of just repping 225, because I'm going to do dumbbells after, which gives me even more reps. So I ended up doing 3x12 with 225 after doing my 315 set. And I did supersets with it all the way through with 115 pounds on a dumbbell row. So it's just back and forth supersets. And again, some of it's to get these workouts done faster. I managed to get in a little earlier today than I normally do. And the sooner I can get these workouts done before it gets hot, the better. Because even then, it's early morning. You guys will look at how I'm drenched already. Just a few sets into the workout, right? So again, just trying to mitigate that. And now my volumes are getting pretty high. So if we look at the math on the day, we ended up doing 7 sets of pressing. 7 sets of pressing, 6 sets of rowing. That's a lot considering I train twice a week. That's putting us up in the middle. I talk about that 10 to 20 set range. That's putting me pretty close to the middle range, because that's about 14 sets and 12 sets, right? So we're above 10, but then I'm doing arm work with it. And I feel like my shoulders are pretty big. I don't feel like I need any to think about delts. I don't need to think about any of that stuff. I'm doing so much pressing and rowing. I think we're in a good place there. I just need to get my arms bigger. Because look at my delts there. My shoulders, I'm good. And they're going to grow from these other movements. It's not like benching. It doesn't make my delts grow. So the dumbbell presses, the question becomes, I have those holders. Why am I not using them? I tried to set it up and they get it. I don't have the same free flow. I'm hitting parts of the rack and stuff. And as much as I like that idea, using them in that bench station isn't workable. Re-racking them, it feels like I'm going to hurt my wrist dropping them inside there. I like the concept. They're not as elegant of a solution as I might have hoped for. So here's what I'm doing. I'm just going to rep dumbbells, going for the deep range of motion. We're not going to ego lift dumbbells. Guys, I'm doing heavy benching. Dumbbells are not here for you to max out on. And how many clowns you see getting hurt when dumbbells are supposed to be a finesse movement. We're supposed to be getting the deepest stretch we can at the bottom. Right? It's about that myotatic reflex in the lengthened position. This is why dumbbells are great. Plus, the angle changes as you get fatigued, so that whatever is your limit, whether it's the delt or the pec, it will shift the ratios to get a little more complete development, potentially near the end. All right, so that's why they're such a phenomenal finisher. That's why I'm pause benching than doing the dumbbells. So in this case, though, I mean, I'm just using 75s. I'm going to have to take these up, obviously, soon, because I got 12 on the first set, then I cranked out, managed to squeeze out 15 on the next two. Obviously, probably a hair light, but the chest burn, pretty intense because of that lengthened position. All right, this is going to bring my pecs up a hair, and it's not because it's dumbbells alone. It's I'm benching. I'm doing heavy benching, volume benching, and then finishing with the dumbbell. And I think that's really where dumbbells shine. That's how they really build big pecs. But again, I did 4 sets of benching before that. Now, that is complete chest development, right? Flat hits the entire pec balance top to bottom. Okay, incline is slightly better for upper, but it neglects lower, decline, and also the same situation reversed. Flat bench works, and because I'm hitting 2 angles, I'm doing my benching, which phenomenal chest builder, finishing up with the dumbbells, which again has those advantages. This is going to bring my pecs up a tier. My pecs and triceps both have to get bigger. I can't just go, let's do a little benching and then just tricep work. Okay, I've got to get the chest bigger too. I just have to get bigger to get that bench up. I want that 405 bench, right? So a lot of people are like, you're close. No, I don't think I am. I think I'm at 3. I bet you my max is 375 right now. Just being honest about it. I'm going to have to add meat to both. Really my delts, but they're going to grow from all the pressing anyways. All right, the dumbbells, that's going to be the next key. Quality rep work on the bench with pauses, okay? Dumbbell work. Then we hit triceps. And people, we can argue about the Skullcrushers all we want. I don't know that they're the best lockout builder for your bench. They aren't. They help out at the bottom. Think about that lengthened position, the long head. They'll allow you to hit the triceps harder on the max side of the bottom. Okay, that long head gets used there. Running with it, make it work. All right, so we did the seal rows there. Sorry, I didn't even talk about those. I need to get the camera in closer, not the best lighting angle. I didn't realize it was going to be that hard to see with that lighting. So I'll bring the camera in a little closer next time. But I think what I need to do, I'm going to superset those with the flat bench. And if I have to get more stretch, I may even switch my 10s or whatever to the cambered bar. But I can't superset them if I do that. So I may not do that. Seal rows, always been one of my favorites. Now, why am I doing seal rows? I'm noticing I've strained my rectus femoris on my right side, which does not bother me squatting. It's been bothering me for over a week, and it hurts every time I row. And it hurts right after I row to where I'm limping. So I feel like barbell rows have strained it somehow. That's happened to me before, by the way, on barbell rows. I think I need to chill on it. I need chest supported. Plus, I'm going to be getting a lot of axial loading in. I'm going to start squatting. And I'm going to start squatting more. I'm going to have a lot of axial loading to deal with on lower days. Let's let it chill on the upper body days. Okay? The only thing standing I'm going to do is these curls. Otherwise, I would even think about the power curls. I need to watch the total axial loading because it's about to go up. So, that's going to be the name of the game. I think I'm going to do my top sets on normal squat, bench, and deadlift, and then everything else is hypertrophy. So I may even go back to my deadlift bar, work with about 550 for reps, get at least 5 rep sets, and that might be where I go now. So we're going to squat, bench, and deadlift for a top set, and then we're just going to hypertrophy the hell out of everything. And yes, I'm going to bring my quads back up now. Time to do it. All right? We're already doing all this hypertrophy work. Let's just get as thick and then leaner. I'm going to need to get leaner to make weight. Let's just get as thick as possible. Just get big and lean and jacked top to bottom, and then use some heavy top sets to improve my maxes on the big 3. Very, very simple programming, but it works. And I'm going to take the jackitude up to another tier. It's going to come up another tier. It's going to get bigger. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.